guys, myself Nalika. Welcome to Learning Ladder of C language. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about an local variable and global variable and the storage classes. Here, first, let me discuss about the local variable and global variable. The variable based on their accessibility, they are divided into local variable and global variable. If the variable is declared inside a function, then it is known as a local variable. If the variable is declared outside a function, it is known as a global variable. Let's see an example. Here, if suppose we are declaring any variable inside this main function, then it says as a local variable because this local variable is declared inside the main function and the local variable is available only within this function. We cannot access this local variable outside the main function. If suppose we are declaring an variable outside and main function, then it is known as a global variable. This global variable can be accessed throughout this application, not only to the main function, we can also use in the some other external functions too. Now let's discuss an example. First, let me explain the local variable. For this, I am going to write a small internal program. Here I am declaring an int a equal to 10 as a local variable to the main function, and then I am opening curly braces, and here I am declaring another int a with the value 20, and then I am opening another curly braces. Here I am declaring variable a as 30. Here first the int a equal to 10 act as a local variable to int main function, and it acts as a global variable to these two parentheses. And then this int a equal to 20 act as a local variable to first parenthesis and act as a global variable to the next parenthesis. Let me show an output. To show the output, I am using the printf statement here. To print a value to the usage command prompt, we have to use this printf statement. Here, as we discussed in the previous tutorial, as percentage d indicates that it is an integer data variable, and a is a variable which stores a constant value. In C language, the program is going to execute from top to bottom by line, and here the variables that are in the local is more has higher priority when compared to the global variable. While printing an a in the command prompt, we get 30 as an output because here the local variable has a higher priority to get an output. Let's see the output here. We are getting 30 as an output. If suppose I am declaring a printf statement outside this parenthesis, then I am going to get an output as 20 because here the local variable cannot be accessed outer this internal curly braces. So the next local variable for this printf statement is a equal to 20. So this a equal to 20 has a higher priority when compared to 10. So we are going to get output as 20. Next, I am going to use printf statement outside this. Finally, Here this last a refer to 10 because here this 2 a20 is act as an internal local variable for this inside parenthesis, so it cannot be accessed outside this parenthesis. So a20 will not be accessed through this printf statement. Similarly for 32, and here we are going to get an output as 10. Let's see how. Yeah, we are getting a different output 30, 20, 10, but we are using same variable name in the program. Now let's see an global variable outside this main function and declaring int a equal to 10 outside this main function. Here hence we are declaring that a equal to 20 in the outside the main function. This a can be accessible throughout this main function, and whenever we are using the a, then automatically the 10 will be assigned to it. So I am going to print a value here. Similarly, another parenthesis, and then an innermost parenthesis too. Now let's see how. We are getting 10, 10, 10, 10 as an output. This is because we are declaring a as a 10 in the global declaration. So whenever we are accessing the a value in the main function, automatically the a will replace with 10. If suppose we are declaring any integer value inside this with the same name, then the 10 value is replaced with 20. So your expected output is first 10 is first printf statement, and then these two printf statement we are expecting the 20 as an output. Let's see the output. Yeah, we are getting 10, 20, 20 as an output. I hope that now we are getting an idea about global variable and local variable. Next, let me discuss about and storage classes. In C, we have a feature that we can declare a variable to store in which memory, like automatic, register, static, and external memory. If suppose we are declaring we want to declare a variable as an auto storage memory, then we have to use auto as a keyword. By default in C language, all the variables are automatic storage memory only, and if suppose we have to declare a variable to store in the register memory, then we have to use register as a keyword. If suppose we are using the register as a keyword, then automatically the variables will be stored inside a register in our PCs. In each and every PC there will be a register memory with an 8-bit or 32/64 bits. So the values will be stored in that register memory. If suppose we are mentioning it is an auto, then these variables will store in the compiler specified memory. If suppose we are declaring the variable as a static, then it is going to store in the memory, but the static keyword as a special feature. So this special feature will be declared in later classes. And we have an external storage. This external storage keyword is used to specify that variable we are declaring is not only permitted to this file, we can also use it to other file imported files like in the other applications. Let's see detail about this storage classes in C language. First, let me discuss about this auto storage class. This auto storage class is a local variable declaration class. Here we can declare as a local variable only. So I am printing printed value here, and I'm going to compile it. We are getting output as 10. Suppose I'm trying to access to them. If suppose we are trying to use this auto integer value outside this parenthesis, then compiler will throw an error. It cannot be accessed outside this local parenthesis. By default, this auto storage memory, if suppose we are not initializing any value to the variable, then automatically the garbage value will be stored in this a value. Let's see the row. So we are getting a garbage value here. In C language, if suppose we are not initializing any value, then automatically by randomly the C compiler will take an value, and the random taken value will be initialized to that variable if we declare an variable as an auto int variable. Next, let me discuss about and register integer data type. Register variables is same as similar as an auto variables, but the only difference is the storage area. Suppose we are if we are specifying that it's a register type of variables, then automatically the value will be stored in the PC register memory. If the variable among these all other storage classes, the register storage class is fastest one. If suppose we are using a variable in multiple areas in our program, then it is recommended to use it as a register memory class variable, because the register memory class can be accessed faster when compared to other memory classes, so the delay of the program will be reduced if we use and variable as a register variable. If suppose we are declaring a variable as a static variable, then it has a special feature that by default it will be initialized with an 0 value, and this static variable will share same memory to the throughout the program where it is accessed, and the modification will be done in the memory location. It is a local type of declaration. It cannot be accessed beyond this parenthesis. If we are trying to access this variable beyond the parenthesis, then we will get an error. Now let's see about the external storage class. This external storage class is a global type of variable declaration. This declaration should be done before a main function. Hence, we are declaring it as a global type of variable. Then we can be accessed throughout the program where we are need to access. Let's see output. We are getting output. Here, the another special feature is added to the external storage class, that if we are in need of accessing these variables to another application, then we have to declare it is an external variable. That means in the main function we have to declare it as a global variable, and this variable should be extended to the required application where we want to access this variable. And let's see an example. Here I am declaring a equal to 20 as a global variable in this main application. I am extending this integer a value to the another application by using extend keyword, and I am printing this a value in this other application. I hope that you all remember this as include statement to include an external files to the main application, and I am going to run this application. Here I am getting value as 20. This 20 is not printed in the main application. This 20 is printed in the another application. So by this we can use an integer data type in the another application through extend keyword. I hope that you all get an idea about the storage classes and local and global variable. That's all about this class. Don't forget to subscribe to get alert for the future videos. Thank you.